back home. My house is a literal disaster. We got back, it's Thursday. So we ended up getting back Tuesday morning at like, I don't know. It was like 3 a.m. when we got home. And I was like, I'm not even waiting on the water to heat up. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing it. Like literally, I was like, the only thing I want to do is just soap, water, go to bed. Like I didn't even do my skincare routine, nothing. I just wanted to go to bed. I was exhausted. However, today is my baby's birthday. She's 11 years old. So our house is a disaster, partially because I left like some sewing projects out when I left, nothing major. But then since I've been back yesterday night, I finally went to go grocery shop. So I did that. And then I had left laundry on the sofa, towels mostly, because when my best friend was here, we went through a lot of towels. So towels mostly. And then, yes, I want to pull out some of my baby's gifts that she got for her birthday, for her room. And then we're gonna go out later, and I'm gonna bake her a cake. Since we've been in Merida, we've been baking the cake. Actually, we started baking our cake in Dallas. Yeah, because it's like the best cakes are home baked cakes. So that's kind of our thing. We've been doing that. She got an official birthday cake at her birthday party, and you know, that was cool or whatnot. So let's start unpacking some of this stuff so I can kind of get my mind together with everything that's like, it's crazy, but like, let's just unpack some stuff. Let's just unpack some stuff.
Your eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now.
So while we were in the States, she got all this Hello Kitty stuff for her room. And this is so cute for her room. I think it's so adorable. And I'm not gonna show her room. I don't think this is probably the most you've ever seen my house, but you're not gonna see her room. She doesn't like being on camera, so I fully respect her space. So I'll show you a few of the things that are going in there. A few of the things that are going in her room for her update. And then she also has a bedding set that's coming. But when they put the address in, it went, I don't know, it went somewhere in Mexico City. So it's a little late, but it's fine. She doesn't care. She's just excited to get gifts.
I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love.
I kept the decor, and it was a joint birthday party for her and my little cousin. Well, I say little, but she's a teenager now. But they're like besties, you know, like her mom and me, we were like really close. So they sometimes have their birthday parties together. And this year, it's probably one of the last years they'll have their birthday parties together as they get older. But yeah, they got together and had a good time. And I used the decor for her room also as party decor, and I gifted it to her and her cousin after the party was over. So it was an easy way to have the themed items and not just like disposable paper stuff, you know what I'm saying? But actual stuff that they can hang in their room afterwards. So this is one of the items we got. And both of these things came from Hobby Lobby. And some more stuff came from Hobby Lobby too. Oh, the rug came from Hobby Lobby. This came from Hobby Lobby. She got like a noodle bowl set. Some more stuff. I can't recall, but they love this stuff. And I know if you got controversy with Hobby Lobby, that's between you and Hobby Lobby. It don't have nothing to do with me and Hello Kitty. So, yeah.
You know you're my baby, so come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high.
All the rest of the stuff is like clothes and shoes and stuff in that bag. She also got this Kuromi pillow. She had another pillow. I already took it upstairs. And this was also the tablecloth that I used, but it could be like just a throw blanket for her bedroom. Some more clothes. Okay, and this is actually my stuff. Oh, and then I kept these plates and stuff like this, so she can still use these and eat off of them and just, you know, have a little vibe. That goes in the kitchen. Skincare.
Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love, I can't fake it. When I'm with you, my legs go weak. Yeah. Can you hear it? I think my heart just skipped a beat. Yeah. This feeling is getting so strong. Love me till the morning, love me all night long. There's something special about
Let's
you.
talk about it while I clean up. So I know that like the new video went live and immediately I get comments like, you're dating already? Girl, I broke up with that man back in March, April? Back in March, okay? April, May, June, July, August. It's been 5 months. The reality is, you can't get so invested to somebody that's not your person. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I never get emotionally attached to people that don't serve me good in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the person is not treating me the way I want to be treated, I just can't get attached to them. Like, you know, it was good while it was good. He's not a bad guy. It's just not the guy for me. And just because y'all seen him on social media, that doesn't mean it's like, y'all think that's a, I don't know. Like, for some reason, people seem to believe that that's a sign of, I don't know, like, that's the person I'm gonna marry. The reality is, a lot of people are hiding people on social media because they got their own bullshit going on, you know? And they're afraid of, like, what people will say about them moving on. I don't care. Like, I still have my own life to live. So I don't know if he is dating. I hope he is. I hope he is, you know, finding love and happiness and whatever that looks like for him. But for me and myself, I'm going to keep dating. Like, it doesn't, like, you know, the old saying, what's the old saying? One monkey don't stop no show. Come on, y'all know that. One monkey don't stop no show, y'all. I'm single, not dead. I will keep dating until further notice. That's really what it comes down to. Until I find my next husband, or my next husband finds me, whichever happens first. Whoever finds who is okay with me. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna enjoy a life. Dating is not like the end all be all. Just because you go on a date with somebody, That does not mean you have to marry them. Just because you're on a date with somebody, you don't have to be intimate with them. You can just, seriously, just go on a date. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's make a cake.
I wish I had the same delusion that I do when I was 2 and didn't think that I could ruin anything at all. I could never fall. I wish I had that same conviction, convinced I never needed fixing. Yeah, that girl really knew her business. Where did she go? Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever. I wish I saw what she saw, I wish I knew what she knew. I love how she just owned it, but sadly I've outgrown it. I know I'm still that girl, but I don't know how to show it. Like she knew, like she knew, she knew, she knew. Wasn't really ready, no, I had to grow up, but it's so heavy and I'm feeling low. Unlearning all that was wrong for me, and I wish somebody would've it, should've warned it. No, they did, but I kept ignoring. Didn't wanna have to face it, but if I don't know it's gonna break me, oh. Yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one, and if nothing, everybody's wrong. Used to be calm, now I can't remember how I used to do it. That I was a member of Confidence Club, cause that don't last forever. I wish I saw what she saw, I wish I knew what she knew. I love how she just owned it, but sadly I've outgrown it. I know I'm still that girl, but I don't know how to show it. Like she knew, like she knew, she knew, she knew. It's like sitting in a boat, wondering if it is going to float. Now that I've packed all my things, is there anything else I should bring? Yeah, all that shit that I can't. Man, that baggage is heavy. Baby, I got reason to worry. Please don't tell me I got reason to worry now.
Jag kollar dig hela tiden. Hej, hej. Nu ska jag zooma in dig lite så att jag kommer närmare dig. Då kan du säga hej mamma.
Hej mamma.
Hej pappa.
Hej pappa.
Okay, let's chit chat while I do my skincare and get ready for bed. Let's do that right quick, because I don't, that's, you know, something, it's always something. Especially living in Mexico, it's always something. And the one thing that I have learned is that I don't know if I've learned this or if I'm just going with the flow at this point, because I'm exhausted. So yesterday I was leaving to go to the grocery store, and I went out the front gate, and when I got there, they were like checking this roster thing or whatnot, and I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. Well, on the thing, my landlord, the owner of this house, has not paid his maintenance fees, not for my house, nor the my house, nor the other properties that he owns. My house is the only lot that has an actual structure on it. The other 3 lots that he owns are just land. Nothing's been constructed on them as of yet. And as I was, you know, going out, they told me like, you've lost your community access. And I said, huh? What do you mean? And the guy was like, yeah, he was like, your lot doesn't have community access right now. And I'm like, you know, I asked where the administrator was. He said they were in a park. They was having some type of event. They had some event in the park. He said she was in the park, but talked to her on Monday because, you know what I'm saying, it will be later or whatnot. And I'm like, so can I leave and come back? He was like, yeah. And he was like, well, you know, we know it's not you, whatever, we'll let you in. So they send me a message, I get a message or whatnot, probably like an hour later. And basically they're like, you have lost access to the community or whatever. So I asked them like, what does that mean? And they basically were like, I can't use like the skate park, the dog park, the playground area. I don't even have access to the security guards right now. Like, did they say like, you know, that they would still let me in? Yes, they said they would still let me in, but technically my car is not supposed to move on the streets because it's private property and I don't have access. I can walk in and out, but technically I cannot drive because the roads are privately maintained as part of the maintenance fee. So I'm telling my landlord or whatever, he's like, I'm in Cancun, I'll be back on Monday. I'm like, I don't have access now. So I sent him a screenshot of what he's saying. He's like, oh, let me figure it out. And then I just don't hear anything else. So I'm over here like thinking, you know, like, what can I do? Like, what can I do? Like, I'm not about to pay this man's bill for him. I'm like, I don't know how much the bill is. Like, the bill might not be that high for like my sanity, my peace of mind. It might not be that high. And just go ahead and pay it and just deduct it from his rent next month, because I could do that too. So I reach out to the administrator. She gets back to me like late last night because of course they had something going on in the park. She gets back to me late last night and she basically says, you know, yes, you know, you can pay yours, but it still doesn't matter because the owner is delinquent on multiple properties. So the owner has to come current on all of the lots or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not about to pay all his bills or whatever. Like, because when she sent it to me or whatever, the total was like 28,000 pesos, which is like $1,500 or whatnot. That's more than my rent. That's like a month and a half of my rent. I pay my rent every month and I pay my rent on time. So I'm naturally an anxious person. And so I manage my stress by paying my bills on time. So I don't end up in situations where I'm severely delinquent on my bills and I have to figure out like what's going on, why am I behind on something, yada yada yada. Like anxiety on a bajillion when stuff like that happens. So so I'm like, okay, you know, okay, so I send everything to him. I'm like, can he pay via transfer? She was like, yeah. So he's like, he in Cancun, he'll come back on Monday and take care of it. Baby, don't come back on Monday and take care of it. Send the transfer and take care of it right now. Like, why are you playing with me? And I'm like, okay. So I send it to him and he doesn't respond. I sent to him, it's been crickets ever since. I gave him a solution. I gave him her contact information, which I'm certain he has all of this, but you know, like he didn't take care of any of it. Like, again, these are all his choices. He's choosing not to manage these things or whatnot. So I'm like, okay, you know, no big deal. You know, it's a simple fix. I'm hoping that it's like a simple fix or whatnot. And he still hasn't responded. So it's Saturday. So this was Friday, yesterday. So we didn't go anywhere today because even though they said that they will still let me in, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that they're cool. What if it just so happens somebody knows that, like, I'm on the do not enter driving, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it's HOAs and stuff like that, and like, you know, people get real finicky, you know, like, I pay my bills are paid, I want everybody to pay their bills and their bills to be paid. So I was like, oh. So yeah, that's what's going on. My landlord don't pay his bills. This is very common with him, because he told me, like, last year sometime he was like, he was going to have to like sell property or whatever. And I was like, okay. So I guess he was thinking like this house was gonna sell, but it's priced like amongst the highest in this. I think it's the highest one actually in this provider, which I think is crazy because it's not the nicest one. Like, when I go on my afternoon walks, I see tons of like houses and stuff like that, and they're like really, really nice or whatever, like better finishes on the inside and stuff like that, and they're like cheaper, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, this house is like almost 300,000 USD, and those houses are like 250s, 260s USD equivalent, you know, depending on the conversion rate at that time. So it's like, for real, guy, you know. But who am I? I can't tell anybody how to live their life and what they, you know, they think that their product is worth, or their, you know, whatever the case may be is worth. So that's what I'm dealing with today. So I stayed up all night last night because, you know, just a wall of anxiety, thinking like, oh my God, like, what's going to happen? I just renewed my lease before I went home, like literally the day before I went back to the States. The day before I went back to the States, I renewed my lease. So for me to, these little cotton rounds just be peeling. So for me to be having these type of issues is just insane. Like, and it's annoying. It's really, really, really freaking annoying that I have to go through this. So yeah, there's that. I'm not going anywhere. We were supposed to go to the beach this weekend. But Janai decided she wanted to do something else with her life, so that's fine. I guess it really all just kind of, you know what I'm saying? It just all kind of worked out this weekend. But what if I had something I wanted to do? You know, what if I had somewhere I wanted to be? You know, I don't know. I don't know at all. But anyway. So yeah, I'm just in the house tonight. I'm going to just do a little extra skincare, a little extra self-care. To make myself feel good.
Stuck in the past watching videos of us. I have been trying to get rid of your stuff, but voices in my head are telling me to stop. It's all I have left, all I have of you. Thought I was more than a body to hold, baby. I wanted you, wanted us to be something more. I was so sure, I let my guard down for you. Baby, why'd you have to love me like that? I gave you my heart, and you tore it apart. Don't know why you had to hurt me like that. 'Cause now I'm messed up, drinking non-stop, just trying to forget you and everything we said. But I can't seem to get these thoughts out of my head. Baby, why'd you have to love me like that? Love me like that. Oh, staying inside in my bed all day long, listening to sad songs and feeling so low, thinking about you and where we went wrong. 'Cause I wanna know why you let me go. Thought I was more than a body to hold, baby. I wanted you, wanted us to be something more. I was so sure, I let my guard down for you. Baby, why'd you have to love me like that? I gave you my heart and you tore it apart. Don't know why you had to hurt me like that. 'Cause now I'm messed.
So let's discuss this. My pool is green. It's green, and it's green too. It's not like a little green. It is a swamp. Like, I'm looking out there right now. There's a frog swimming around in it. So I left. Now it has been 3.5 weeks ago, and the pool guy was supposed to come the day before I left, but he was like, oh, I had to go to Mexico City. It was an emergency. I can't come. So at this moment, it's been 4 weeks since my pool has been chemically treated. So what I want to do is I want to go drain the pool, but I have never pulled the plug on my pool, and it's tied to like a little wood block thing, and it's been like that for a year. But my pool has never looked like a swamp. Like, it's got a little tinted green because like the balance was off or whatever. But to see a frog swimming, it lets me know there's no chemical in this pool right now. So I have to drain it. And it's quite disgusting considering it's such a large, like, such a large view of the backyard. It's like green, and I can't take it anymore. I'm not afraid of the frogs or anything like that, but I am creating a mosquito breeding ground if there's no chemical in the water, which I don't even know. I haven't even picked a little blue floaty thing up out of it. Anyway, long story short, so what we about to do? We are going to attempt to drain the pool, refill it, well, clean it, and refill it. I text the pool guy. His name is Andreas. Andreas is typically a really good service provider for me. I know people in Merida have mixed reviews on him, but I typically get good service. He said he had to go to Mexico City, so I have to trust him on that. I messaged him when I got back the other day, and it was like, can you come out tomorrow? And he was like, no, I can't come back tomorrow. I won't be back until Sunday. Well, today is Sunday, and I messaged him, and I still ain't heard nothing back. So, I feel like I'm gonna have to just do it myself. At my older place, I serviced my own pool. Also, my pool was half the size of this pool, so I did not want to do that. But anyway, I will today. Hopefully, Andreas is just busy. Maybe he's traveling. Maybe he's resting. I don't know. Hopefully, he's still going to show up for me this week. But in the meantime, in between time, I have got to get the swamp out, and I got to save this poor frog. Everything in my backyard has died or gone to weeds since March when I traveled, because I didn't maintain my backyard, and then y'all know the whole drama with the whole thing with the ex. So nobody has maintained the backyard really that well, which is one reason why I did not want to have a grass backyard. I wanted to have a concrete faux grass backyard. That's very important to me, because I'm not gonna stop traveling. So let's spend some time outside. I already put my sunscreen on. I had to put some bug spray on. And no, I don't use eco-friendly bug spray either. I know a lot of people was like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna spray myself with whatever the most toxic stuff I have in the backyard. This frog is tripping me out, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the frog in a minute. Let me find some bug spray. The bug spray of choice today is a Cutter brand. It says 10 hours. And most people would say, just put some clothes on, but I'm not gonna do that either. I'm not gonna do that either. I hate wearing clothes. Feel like clothes was designed, you know, they be like those tribes in Africa that still walk around naked. I probably, that might be my tribe for all I know. I don't know. I hate wearing clothes. I'm like top tier procrastination at this point. Like, I just check my messages. I never check my messages. I just say, I really don't want to do this. I don't want to go out here and fight with the frog. Like, I don't want to fight with the frog. And what if I go out here and I'm thinking like I should be able to just pull the little thing and it's gonna come up, but something tells me I tried that before and it didn't work. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. We can do this. Put y'all up here. Y'all see how green it is? It's like a swamp. It's ridiculous, honestly. You gotta get out of my pool, buddy. Don't jump back in there. Do not jump your ass back. Do not. Jump back in. Okay, well, that's step one.
You don't care what you're doing to me. I've been down in the ruins so deep. All the games that you play, all the love you've forsaken, you let it slip away. You don't care what you're doing to me. Every setback, every mishap, every time you say you gon' change. Say you get it, you regret it, I forgive it, but you stay the same. You should cry an ocean for me, for the dumb shit and the damage you've done. Cause I've been crying oceans for weeks. Tried to fight it, but I'm drowning alone. Sister, save me now. Save me now. Whoa. Sister, save me now. Save me.
Okay, so now that it's draining, this is gonna take like, I don't know, a couple hours. Like, for real. I'm not just gonna stay out here in the heat and watch it. I'm not. So we're gonna let it do its thing. It'll be probably 2 hours. We'll come back and check on it.
Shed a tear
Okay, so maybe I was tripping because, yeah, it drained a lot faster than I thought it would. Well, that's a good sign, right? Yeah, it drained a lot faster. So it's always like an hour at most. It's the time say 49 minutes on the recording. So maybe it'll take another 15-20 minutes. Let's see.
It would show me that you care, 'cause your words never match.
Okay, best friend, I gotta go. Bye. Okay. So this is what we got right now. I'm going to it's so disgusting. Anyway, I'm gonna get in here with the broom and like sweep it down the drain to help it along. And then I'm gonna turn the water pump on and hopefully that'll help me rinse it out. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the next step. I'm gonna put y'all right here. Hopefully the view is better. I can't put y'all in the sun because then everything will overheat. It's so hot. Ooh, maybe I go turn the pump on right now. I think I'm gonna go turn the pump on right now.
Tell me what you done for me.
Okay. So clearly I'm sweating. It's hot. Okay, so a couple things are happening now. The pool has to fill back up. I know y'all probably can't hear me for the water. But the pool has to fill back up. So, like I said, I knew there was no chemicals in the pool because this little thing is what keeps the chlorine, and it was completely empty. And I remember filling it up the day before I left, so there's that. The other thing is I have to put algaecide in here, which will kill the green stuff, which is the algae that's in here. We won't be able to swim in this for today because the water, this is well water, so it's going to take 24 hours to really balance itself out. The sun is going to heat it up and cook all the rest of the little algae particles that's in the, I think this is called chuckum. I think this is a chuckum pool. So I have to put algae in it, chlorine in it, and then I'll test the pH and see if I need to put more chlorine in it later. But for the most part, we're not gonna be able to swim in it, but it's not gonna look like a nasty, dirty swamp. Like, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Kanske fann en meningen att jag skulle fastna här ikväll. Måste ut, måste bort.
I'm gonna wait until it fills up a little bit before I toss it in because I don't want to get in there now that it has this algaecide in it.
because that is a chemical. But I also don't want to throw it in there and then, you know, it hits the concrete and then the top bounces off. So I'm just going to wait a little bit and let it fill up some. Okay, so since this is moving along, I'm gonna go in the house. It's hot, it's humid. I took a shower. Because, you know, it was hot. It was so hot. So I'm going to just wait for the pool to fill up. And that's about it. It's getting cloudy outside, so I don't know if it's gonna rain or not. But anyway, it's too hot to be outside right now. So I'm just gonna chill, find something to watch on TV, maybe make some lunch. That's something I could do, make some lunch. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna sit on my good trusty dusty sofa until further notice. I thought it was gonna take a longer time to empty, but it looks like it's gonna take a while for it to fill up is what's going to take the longest amount of time. I might actually go turn the camera off because this man recording, I don't know, that footage is probably gonna be about, it's gotta be at like 3 hours by now. It's just, yeah. I'll probably just turn it off and then pop back in later. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Okay, so let's go toss the chlorine tabs in. Looks like it's getting cloudy outside. Started raining. It's not a lot, but you know, it's a little bit. You know, hopefully that'll help fill the pool a little faster. And look, something already out in my clean pool. It's like a leaf. All right, so I set an alarm for 2 hours. It's been raining pretty consistently. It was like really pouring down just a little bit ago. I set an alarm for 2 hours. So this is where we're at 2 hours. The pool is still not full. So I set another alarm for 2 hours. I set an alarm because I have overfilled this pool a couple times. Thankfully, I have excellent drainage. And it just runs to the back of the property and drains really well. So yeah, I have done that a few times. Not paying attention, not setting an alarm. More so just kind of wandering off and doing my own thing or whatnot. And not really more so paying attention to what I'm doing. Especially like if it's when like Andreas is here and he just leaves. It's set and forget for me. I just be like, oh, okay. You know, it is what it is. But, you know, ultimately, living here in Mexico, it's like you have to, I've had to learn a lot of skills. A lot of skills I thought I would never have to learn or skills I would never have to use. So definitely since being in Mexico, I have used a lot of skills and had to learn a lot of things I've never had to learn to do. Naturally, when you go anywhere new, you have to adapt to the environment. You have to learn new things. You have to learn new skills, customs, new language, a lot of new things, right? However, with my pool in my last place, now I've been with Andreas now 2 years, right? But prior to Andreas, I went through so many pool people. The first pool guy I had, I was paying him $50, the equivalent of $50 USD. I was paying him 1,000 pesos every time he came to clean my pool. Yeah, I was getting finessed. I was getting finessed until finally somebody was like, "That's more than I pay my pool guy in the US." And I'm like, "Ah." So then I asked around there, like, yeah, it's like 130 to 150 pesos. And I'm like, what? So I got rid of him. He tried to lower the price, but he still didn't lower it to like an acceptable thing or whatever, acceptable rate. So, and then at this point we got issues. Then I've had pool people come. I had another, these two guys, they came, they stole all my products. They literally took all of my new products and replaced them with empty bottles. And took all my new stuff. So yeah, I've had that happen. Anyway, so I learned to clean and maintain my pool on my own. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to my neighbors. I learned how to do it myself. But then I found Andreas. And then since Andreas, I have not done more than skim and check the balance and buy the chemical supplies type stuff. I have not had to do any of that. He and I have had a great working professional relationship, and it has been great for me. So today when I had to clean the pool, it was a lot easier than I expected. I will say that. I will say that. My old pool was tiled. So I think that's why it was harder to clean versus this shuckum material, whatever, because it just pretty much just rinsed off and it was super easy. I thought the algae would be like harder to clean than it was, but it was not. So I'm pleasantly pleased with this. Already the backyard already looks so much better. That green swamp was looking gross, and then it was a frog and there was a couple of dead beetles in it. It was not a good look, I must say. Not my best look. So you look good, you feel good. Looking out at that swamp was becoming a bit much for me. So now hopefully, when it stops raining or whatnot, I'll go out and check the chlorine level, check the pH and all this other stuff, and make sure that it's balanced enough. And then hopefully Andreas will be here this week and he can do his 1-2 with it. So yeah, living in Mexico, you have to be flexible. You have to be a lot more flexible than I've ever had to be. I feel like being in Mexico has made me a lot more masculine than I've ever had to be. I have 5 brothers and I'm the baby, so I'm not used to having to do a lot of things. It's usually like, hey, da 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 da. And if it wasn't my brother, I always had a man of some sort. And here I have no man. And then any man I talk to has no clue about what's going on here. And so I just be winging it between me and my girlfriends. Honey, they be helping me out. But this is probably like the most independent I have ever been in my life. It's quite ghetto, I must say. But it's cool. We've learned things, we have new skills, and life is good. So I'm gonna end the vlog here because I started editing and it is already a pretty long vlog. And I know some people like long vlogs. I personally don't like long vlogs, but y'all been asking me for longer vlogs, and I really don't have anything else to say about Merida. Like, I can give y'all vlogs, but I cannot give y'all like really much on talking points. I think a lot of that comes from when you're like new here, and you're finding out things. But now I'm at the point to where I'm just so settled in. I feel like there's nothing too much there's new. I'm sure that we'll do new things. There's always new things, but as far as like the content that people is looking for because they're coming to Merida, I'm not gonna go over my bills again. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not, because somebody's gonna tell me, oh my God, you're paying too much money. You're cut your lights off or do this, or oh my God, that's a ridiculous amount of money, baby. It's ridiculous based on whoever's budget it is. I don't care about people out here living in struggle, people getting evicted, people
prostitute, whatever. I don't care anymore, because the reality is, no one is going to hold people accountable here, and I've come to a realization that misery loves company. I so recently found out that there were people that there's a lady, I say it's one lady, but I don't know if it's more than one at this point, that she didn't like me because I was helping her try to find more money because she was out here being broke and shit. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, Kitty thinks she better, but she live on a fixed income. Yeah, my income is fixed, but it's fixed for me to be okay. It's not fixed for me to be out here struggling. So yeah, I just, I don't care anymore. And that doesn't mean I don't like Merida. I don't love Merida. I love Merida. It's just, I've come to the conclusion that y'all just gonna get vlogs about like what I'm doing, where I'm going, and things of that nature. I feel like that's a better way for me to connect with y'all, opposed to these info vlogs, information blogs or whatever. Yeah, I think that's what's the best, and that's what we'll continue to do. So every couple days I'll try to vlog. I don't really have an exciting life, y'all. That's the other thing. Everybody keeps saying, oh, we need a new vlog. I don't have anything going on. I'm not doing anything. And then the summer was out. A lot of my friends were traveling. A lot of kids were traveling. So we didn't really do much. School is starting back. I started back to school week before last. The baby will be starting back in 2 weeks. So it's just things will change. I don't have a really exciting life. A lot of people in Merida live normal, everyday lives. And so yeah, I'll just take y'all along with whatever I'm doing. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna end the vlog here, and I'll see y'all until next time. Bye.